Hi, I'm Anita from Crafts by Anita, and welcome to episode 51 of Yarn with Me. Every time I always gonna say Anita's vlog, and it's like, no, I haven't vlogged today yet. Anywho, if you could be so kind to like, share, subscribe, and join the Discord, the link to that is in the description below. I'm still trying to get used to my new setup. This light is really bright. It's not on a dimmer, so I'm really shiny and bright right here, which is annoying. I tried doing something in post for my last vlog, and it was just more problems than it was worth, because you have to duplicate the video and do, set it to multiply, do other stuff to it, and it's like, it didn't really take care of that. So, and I tried applying filters to OBS Studio, didn't take care of it. So I got to figure out a solution for this bright overhead light, other than maybe taking out 2 light bulbs, which I'm not going to do. But today I thought I'd bring back an oldie but a goodie, but not an oldie, really. No, it's only maybe about a month old-ish. This thing. The queen size blanket, now that I have a queen size bed. I already, that's not the side. This is the side I was started earlier, just to finish out all the, you can't see it, but I have all my yarn cakes and 2 yarn skeins sitting over here that I'm going to use for this. So I've already started the next round. And last night, I measured the bed. I added 12 inches to the width, and I believe another 12 inches to the height, and got the numbers I need. And my squares are 2.5 inches square. Usually squares are square. Anyway, for the width, it's 38 squares across by 42 squares in length. And I did the math on how many squares that's going to be. I probably shouldn't have done the math because it's a huge, huge number. It's 1,596 squares. Yeah, anyway, so that'll be fun. I got my hook here. Need to figure out which yarn I want to use. I got a lot of purple skeins or cakes that I should probably start using first. Let me check this one out. Make sure this is not the same color. Okay, I'll start with this little itty bitty one. I've got my handy dandy timer, so I'm going to go ahead and hit start, and off we go. I also changed how I make these. Instead of just doing a normal magic circle where you just wrap it around twice, I go 3. It seems to make it just a little bit more secure. It seems like there's a lot more yarn waste with it, but I'd rather be secure than one day putting the blanket, getting under the blanket and have one of the centers just be all wide open and stuff, because then I'd have to fix it, and that would be no fun. And I have realized I do not need to tilt the camera down to do this. It's just now my microphone is like right here, and you can see it. I don't know how well this microphone's going to work over here, but I'm testing it out. It is the Audio Technica AT2020. It's a $100 microphone that I've had for I think 2-3 years now. It replaces the Blue Ember that I've had a little bit longer than that, and it was also a $99 mic. This is a $99 mic. So if you're looking for a microphone, here you go. As I smack the front of it. Hang on, it's a little fussier than, wait a minute, what did I do? Okay. I'm not doing a treble crochet, I'm just doing a double crochet. See, that was 1. Darn it. Oh my goodness. Okay. Ah, that one's loose. Shoot. Let me go back. Oh no, it wasn't loose. It was a strand in the middle. There's 2 strands now, so I'm like, can't slide it over anymore. So I did make some headway into cleaning this place up, getting things done. I started putting boxes of things in the top of my closet. I do need to get the living room completely finished. I found some of the stuff that goes into my display case. I know there's another box in the hall that I need to do the same thing with. And save that for tomorrow. I'm also toying with the idea of doing Vlogtober and Vlogmas. See, I'm going to hit that microphone. Maybe I should back up just a little bit. Okay. Toying with those ideas. Although I'll have to like start a week early on both. That way I can not miss a day, if at all possible. Hopefully not. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Now the fun part. I know it's that. Which one is it? It's this one. And then pull the tail. And there we go. More secure than me trying to like manhandle the one strand way. Get in there. Oh, wait. Yeah, I'm running it right. Losing my mind. Don't mind me. Okay, round 2. Yeah, I would start a week early on those. I'll keep with the regular stuff too. The yarn with me and the, well, I don't really necessarily do the vlog. That would be just like Vlogtober. Will take place of the regular vlog. So, and Frog It Friday for however long I need to do that for. 1, 2, 3. So, it'll be interesting trying to do content daily. Still behind, again, as always, per the usual, behind on my temperature blanket. I haven't picked it up since the other day. I made more progress on my daughter's baby blanket. I finally got finished the second 16-row repeat. Still can't measure the width of it yet. I think I need to do at least 4 repeats in order to get it to where I can like spread it out without fear of it falling off my needles. So I can get that measured. Make sure what the width is. Because I based it off size 8 needles to begin with. But all of my size 8 large circular needles were being used on other projects. So I grabbed a size 10 instead. Could have used 9, but I didn't want to. So I just used the 10s. So I don't know how wide it is. I didn't measure the length because I think it was, I'm trying to remember if it was either 3 or 3.5 inches per repeat, not including the bottom border. So maybe it's like 6, 7-ish inches long. And based on the measurements that I took for the size 8 needles, I based it on, let's see, 40 inches. So I don't know how wide it is. And I don't really want to put in a lifeline and then measure it and then try to pick all 100 and whatever stitches it is. It's like, yeah, I don't think so. It'll be fine for smaller projects. Or double check and make sure I got 2 in each corner. Okay. Pick this up. Here we go. That way it's not dragging on the floor. Oh, you can see what I'm doing. Good. I was worried. Let's see if we can get this in the back. Darn it. Okay. We're going to crochet over this tail. It's like super simple. And I'm going to weave in my ends as I go, because I really don't think anybody would want to try to weave in ends for 1,596 blocks all at the end. You would just cry. So I do it when I get done, which I will do. My yarn needle is right there. Uh-oh, split my yarn. Let's not do that. Trying not to have yarn live on my desk or my piano, but as you can see, my piano has a project on it, my Frogget project, which I have not edited that video yet. I'll probably edit it tomorrow after I edit this one and get it uploaded and ready to go, because this one's going to come out on Wednesday and the Frogget video will come out on Friday, hence Frogget Friday. Let's see. Make sure I go into the right stitch here. So I do believe that's going to take 3 sessions to complete, because my thumb is still kind of messed up, and trying to wind those into balls kind of hurt my hand during that first session. So I took a break for the rest of the night. I iced my thumb, sat there. It's getting to having a trick thumb, like it snaps, which is weird. I haven't had the trick thumb since I was a kid, and then I grew out of it, but I don't know why it's all of a sudden starting back up now. Scissors. Sneak. Oops. Alright, yarn needle. So far away. Alright, now gonna put the yarn needle closer to me, so I'm not reaching over the microphone for it. Oh, no, no, no. Alright. And I sit here and I go around one more time to make it extra secure so it does not come apart. Okay. Snip. Maybe. And I got my little yarn catcher over there on the floor. So that's one. Okay, let's see. What color do I want next? Let's see. Where's that gray? There it is. Grab the gray. I'm trying to disperse the colors throughout, because I had gray on the other side, and I don't have any gray right over here, so I'm just gonna go ahead and use this little gray color here for the next one. That's the whole point of a scrap blanket. If you really wanted to go crazy, you'd put them all in a basket or a bag or something where you can't see it, and you'll have 2 bags, one of stuff that you've already used and another one of the ones you haven't yet, and then you just grab them. But if you don't mind the same color maybe hitting in the same spot, I don't like having my colors too close together, especially on something like this. I want a variety. I think I'll probably grab the red next. I've already, let's see, retired one of the temperature blanket colors because it never ever got to 100 degrees at any time this summer. So the dark red is sitting over there, and it will get used. I used it in that baby granny square cardigan that I made. 2, 3. So I was like, oh, I still got some of this left over. Let me just use it for this. And when it gets to, darn it, when it gets to the point where we're no longer having 80 degrees, I will take Diva Pink. I don't believe I'm in any, what do you call it, danger of running out of Diva Pink for that blanket. Even now, it's like we could still get like 90s. So the dark red, or sorry, not dark red. That's dark red. Varsity red is still being used. I still have it saved out. Once it starts not being that hot, I'll retire it. I just wish it was caught up. I just didn't feel like working on it tonight. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do the fun, pull it. Okay, pull the tail. There we go. Yeah, I think it seems to be a lot easier doing it this way because I can really like cinch it without having to like really pull on the tail. See it, but it just leaves such a long end, which I guess is fine. I'm not too worried about it. And once I get the temperature blankets on, because I'm pretty sure this is not going to be done by the end of the year. Once the temperature blankets are done, all that yarn's going to go to this. I'm just not using... I could use Varsity Yellow right now, but Varsity Yellow is the one I ran out of one skein on so far. I know I'm going to run out on the first skein on purple and lavender. I'm sure of it. Definitely really close on the purple. And there's a couple of temperatures in September, and I think maybe one in August that needs purple. Because it got down to in the 40s overnight. Which, that's fine. Bring it on. I'm ready to not have 80 plus degrees. I'm not even sure what it's supposed to be tomorrow. Hopefully not in the 80s. Could use a nice cloudy day. 70s with a breeze would be nice. I'm not asking for much. These squares don't take very long. Maybe, I still haven't timed myself how long it takes to do this. To make a square. I'm thinking roughly square to attaching, it's like 10 minutes, if that. Okay, we're getting ready to finish the square and attach it to our blanket. 2. There we go. Go over our last yarn end. I don't really need concentrate too much on this, but just to make sure I'm going into the opposing stitch on the other block so it lines up. Which it does. Chain 2, turn and flip back into the chain 2, and we do the same thing across the other block, except there's no end to hide because it's already been hidden. check it before I fasten it off. Get my finger back. Okay, put this yarn aside. Grab my yarn needle. And weave in our end. Real quick-ish. There we go. Okay. And we snip. Chuck it over there. Alright. Next color. What do I want to... Oh yeah, I was going to use red. I also got a lot of orange too, so... I think the next will be an orange color. But here's my retired temperature blanket of varsity red, I do believe. Sorry, deep red. Varsity red is over there. Trying to get this started. Oh my goodness. Must hold on to yarn. No. Oh, for crying out loud. Bring it back. And get this started before it does it again. Cinch. Okay. And off we go yet again. Maybe. Okay. So I'm gonna get this first cluster done. There we go. There we are. Need to swap legs. My foot pillow keeps sliding. So one thing about this I do not enjoy is, like, I'll be sitting at the desk, aka my giant table, and I'll be looking at something, I'm leaning forward, and my chair starts slowly going backwards. It's like, can we not? Need like a area rug or something over here. At one point, I'm going to have to get area rugs. Because I've already decided I'm... What do you call it? Oops, wrong way. I am going to... Fighting with this real quick. Going to decorate my bedroom first. And decided today that the wall color is going to be the deep dark teal. The last time I bought paint, it was like a bazillion years ago, and it wasn't that expensive, but I was looking online just trying to see what's out there, and it's like $30 something a frickin' gallon. I'm like, what? No. And I don't need to buy 5 gallons of paint at any point. I'm not painting the whole place that same color. I'm pretty sure it's going to take 2 coats too. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we do this. Pull. Uh-oh. Wait, did I do 1? Okay. For a second I thought I did 5, because I've done that before too. Which was no fun, because I had to take it apart, take that last end part apart. Okay. I like not being able to have to totally yank on the beginning of the tail for the magic circle. Magic circle, magic ring, whatever you want to call it. I'm constantly looking over at my second monitor just to make sure I'm in frame, and so far I am. I do need to clean off the table I use to do my overhead tutorials and attach the extension cord to my web camera so I can have that ready to set up. The mic stand for that is over in the corner in my living room, which really needs to come over here somewhere. That way it's over here and not over there, and I don't have to go chasing it. Went ahead, I put my poor drum set underneath the card table that's holding up that's got the TV on it. And still don't know where my DVD player is. I made my son hook it up, all the TV up, and get it ready, because I was just like, I'd already done the stuff over here. You can do the TV. And then we both did the kitchen table, which was a pain. And I don't even think it's even still set up correctly. It's just got a bunch of stuff that was on my fake couch on it now. And so I can like get through all this stuff. I still need to get bookshelves of some kind. My daughter's got like 9 cubes something or other, and a bookshelf, a collapsible bookshelf that she's going to give me at some point, so I can have a bookshelf in my room for my like normal books, and all my craft books and stuff are going to go on a bookshelf somewhere in the living room. Wait, let me make sure I do this correctly. 1, 2, okay. Got 2 in the corner now. Because I do not need to add extra flippin' stitches on accident. Okay. Oops. Next. Yeah, so I think I'm averaging, well, like 10 minutes. Was a guess, but I'm looking at my timer and it's approximately about 10 minutes per block, which I think is good. Good enough for me. Not trying to speed demon through this. Want to be accurate. And not make mistakes, which I've already found another mistake in my blanket. The last time I worked on it, I found another, when I was working a diagonal row on this yesterday, I found another block that I failed to put in the last part of the round, the 2 double crochets into the corner. I just went straight in and slip stitched it to the stacked single crochet. And I'm like, oh, guess I'm fudging this over there because I'm not going to take it apart. I just need to better pay attention and maybe not do this stuff when I'm sleepy. Because then you get sleepy or you get distracted and then you start messing things up. I need to find all my whips. Get them out here so I can actually work on them. That way they're getting somewhat done. Need my double knit blanket. I'm all away from the microphone. My apologies. Kind of like turned off to the side. I was like, that's not where I am. All right. Yeah, I'm averaging about 10 minutes per block, because when I started this it was 14 minutes left, or 12 minutes, something like that. So it's basically a 10 minute block, and I had issues getting this one started. I keep turning to the right. I need a different chair. God, I hate this chair. As soon as I can get the living room sorted, I can start going through and dealing with the spare bedroom, getting that taken care of. Because they were first, why don't you just put your office in the spare bedroom? Like, no, because that's an extra bedroom, and I don't want my office in there. Because then, what if one of you guys is over and you want to go to bed? I'm gonna be in there doing stuff, and which is no fun. What is that noise? I think it's the fridge. Because if it was my alarm, it would be a lot louder. Not the phone alarm, but the... I'm going to go ahead and set this aside. What color do I need? Colors here, yellow. Let me go ahead and grab a dark purple. If I can grab it. Throw my red over here. Grab my dark purple. I'm going to go ahead and set this. Where did I stop at? Right there. Set this over here. Get it out of the way. I'm not going to have enough time to start this block, so I'm going to go ahead and delete that alarm. And go ahead and I'm going to take my little breaky break, and I suggest you take one too. You've earned it. I'll see you in about 5 seconds. And I'm back and ready to go for our second half of this 30-minute session. I got my dark purple yarn here. Need to make sure. Why is this weird? Okay, that's not the center. Or did I have... Oh no, I had to wind it around. Let me fix this real quick. Okay. Need to rewind the out... Uh-oh. What am I doing? Alright. Let me rewind this outside before I start my timer again. Fuzzies. Okay. There we go. Oh, come on. Excuse me for a sec. Dive under the desk. Okay. There we go. Yeah, because I had issues with that yarn last night. It yarn barfed on me, so I'm just like, eh. Didn't quite use up all the yarn barf yarn, so it was attached. I went around the cake with it, so I need to get the end back first before I start my timer again. Ay, ay, ay. Struggle bus is real. All right, now we're starting. Hopefully you had a good break. I went and grabbed myself a beverage and got up for a sec. I finally, like earlier before I started this video, I finally put my clothes away from a week ago. And I was like, I should probably put these away. That way I can like find stuff. Now that I have a dresser, I can actually put socks and stuff in. I just didn't have that before. There was like no way to hang that hanging storage organizer thing decently in that closet. I do want to remodel that closet badly. The doors are fine. It's just the inside of the closet. I'd rather have a dowel closet rod. I don't want one of those wire ones because those were a pain. I've had them before and I did not like them. So I just want a normal closet dowel with supports and not the nonsense that I've got in there right now. I want to do that to both bedrooms. I really wish I had a coat closet. All my coats and stuff is living in my bedroom. And seeing as I already picked the color for my bedroom, I want to make a hanging ball cap organizer. I just didn't make a decision on what color I want the room, but I need a complementary color for that. That, and I need to count how many hats I actually have, because I don't want one really long one. If I have to make one side by side, I'll make one side by side. I just need to figure out how to do it. Now, all the ones I saw had like a sunglasses holder on them. I don't own any. I used to, at one point, I had like at least 10 pairs of sunglasses, but now I don't have any anymore because I've got regular glasses. 34. And it's kind of difficult to... Which one is doing it? That one. I don't have any. If I were to get sunglasses, I would need something that goes over the frames. I don't have too much problem with the sun except early in the morning when I'm trying to leave for work. And then there's a curve or whatever that I go around where the sun's like right there. Makes it difficult to see, especially early in the morning. So I do need to get some sunglasses for that. Wouldn't have to wear them my entire trip to work, just like maybe a mile of it, if that. Oh yeah, all the stuff that I put down in that laundry room at the old place, when I went and did my laundry for the last time there, it was all gone. I don't know if somebody took all of it or if somebody just took everything and just pitched it all. It's like, that's fine. I wasn't going to throw it in the dumpster. I was just going to put it down there just to see if anybody wanted it, because it was stuff I didn't want or need. It's like, so one less thing to pack, which was a lot. I am going to need to have to get the rest of that stuff that's in my car out of it. Like maybe every day when I come home, I'll grab something out of there that I can carry. I'm going to leave the empty. I have an empty crate in there, so I know there's a box that's like super heavy. So I might just empty whatever out of there and use that to lighten that box up, so I can get everything in here and I can get my flipping car back to normal. Because it's been a minute since that car's been, like, the back seats have been put back upright since I think the 20 folded them down, I think on the 23rd, because we couldn't move on the 22nd when I had the closing, because it started, after we got home, it started to just pour. It was ridiculous. So I got the car set up and ready to go the next day. I took a load, waited for my daughter, came and helped. My oldest daughter came and helped me. We took a second load. And then we did, I think, another 1 or 2 loads after my son got off of work, and then it started just raining again. I was like, why did it have to pick that weekend to start just pouring? I could have gotten it done in less time. But it took 4 days. 4 complete days to actually move. And it was ridiculous. As I know now, if I move again, which won't be anytime soon, I'm going to have to either rent a truck or hire a company. Because I probably might just hire a company, because I really don't want to be carrying heavy crap up the steep stairs. Because no, make them do it. That's what they get paid for. Just wish I had like a normal house without an HOA. Having issues with the website, and it just seems like the people in the office don't really care. It's like you'll care when you can't get paid. Because kept saying my username and password were incorrect. I even tried registering for a new account, and it said, oops, something went wrong. Contact us. So I did. And it's like about an hour or so ago, I tried again and it wasn't working. So I don't know what's going on. I emailed somebody else. See if they can try to look into it. Never heard back from them. Because it was late in the day when I did. I also got to call ADT again tomorrow because they charged the wrong card for my monthly payment. And it was fixed last week, and it still doesn't show up correctly in my account. And I tried changing it, and it never switched. So I'm just like, what is going on? Why will you guys not fix this? So the last thing I need to do is be on the phone trying to figure this out. Because it was supposed to be taken care of. I did it over the phone last week. Did not take. And I'm just like, are you serious? You're not going to be able to take another payment out of that account because it's not going to have enough money in it. Okay, this block is done. It's going to be a while before I can do any kind of yarn buying other than like what I bought for baby blanket. I think that's the only that. And when I was at Walmart getting my tires replaced and got groceries that day, I found two black cones of yarn. I'm like, you know what, yoink, because I've got like smaller skeins of black, but I needed more, so I snagged. There were 3 cones of black there. I thought I would not be greedy. I only took 2. Although I really could have easily taken. Yeah, that's totally a word. Could have easily taken the 3rd one as well. And if I ever find red, a red cone, that would be nice. I have had red cotton yarn before, but that was a long time ago. Okay, purple is done. Set that over there. Let's see, what do we got going on? It's a blue and a green. Let's not do those. That's too close. I'll just do this. Oops. Wait. Maybe I can do that. You know what? Instead, I was going to grab this dark red. I was going to grab this, but this is a green. So I'm just going to use this one next. I'm still debating on whether or not just to go all the way out the 34 blocks. Aw, I screwed that up. The 38 blocks, because I think I'm on row 20, which I would need 18 more, and I've got like 19 cakes of yarn over here, so I could just use each one and get it that way, and then maybe do the 42 up, so that way I can just go row by flipping row instead of going up at a diagonal. Might actually do that. That is if I can get what I need done. Oh, come on. Tomorrow. Because I've got to edit. Oh, good grief. Look, I just want a stacked single crochet. Is that too much to ask? Apparently. 4th time's a charm. I got to edit this video tomorrow and the Frogget Friday video. And get those uploaded and scheduled and ready to go. And if I have time, I'll probably do that. That way I can, like, I feel like I'm making progress and I'm not just going up the blanket. Because I'll get a lot of it done. At least it'll feel like I'm getting a lot of it done. Because at this rate, it would take it would feel like it would take forever doing it this way. That way I know how many I need to go out. I don't know how much of a pain that would be. I would just do one and then go to the next one, then go up one, go to the next one and the next one or something. I don't know. Maybe I'm just trying to overcomplicate it, which I have a tendency to do. I think maybe I just need the width. Might just do the width and not deal with the height until I get there. 1, 2, 3, 4. That tail out of my way. Go. Just trying to get this second round started. There we go. Oops. It's a double crochet, not a half double. Thank you. Alright. So yeah, that's what I'm going to try to do. Just the width. I'm going to make sure I was actually 20. I'll do that after this diagonal row is completed, which it will not be completed during this session because I've got, I don't know how many over there. Be one, might be the exact amount. Because I had one left over when I did the last row. So I started this row with that cake and it's sitting over there. So yeah, I'd probably have to do something. I don't know how many of these blocks. I think I'll count them when we're done. There's still 15 minutes on the timer. We'll see how many I accomplished in 1 hour. Because it's always good to know. Because it's going to be over 1,500 blocks. Dang near 1,600 squares. Now, if I were doing just a 1 round true postage stamp, it would be, I think, 1 inch. That would take way more. Or we're talking maybe over 3,000. But it would be just 1 round. And yes, I'm crazy enough to actually do that too. 1, 2, 3, right. Yeah, I need to find all my whips. I need to find my whip book, my notebook, project book. I don't know where any of those are yet. Unless it's in my room, because I think there's a notebook and another book. I think both of those are in my room on my nightstand. I'm gonna have to look after this. Because I think I remember seeing them in there. And when I moved the drum set and my amps underneath the table where my TV is on, I can move the couch forward a little bit because it's kind of far back. No, I'm not going to move it too close, but it's just a little too far away. But I'm not doing that before bed. Not happening. Okay, this is... Switch legs. Can we please be under my foot? My little pillow keeps traveling. Let's see, this way. Keeps sliding that direction. I'm like, why am I having problems? I really think I need an area rug over here. I don't want one that goes the whole way. Just enough to like put my table, chair, and all this crap on it. I think the dining room is 10 by 10. I think. I do not need a 10 by 10 foot rug. I just need however big this area is. And I don't know where my tool bucket is. That has my, I don't know where my metal tape measure is. I don't know where a lot of things are. It's like I've got metal stitch markers and I don't know where those are at, and I need them for my knit blanket. I replaced all the plastic safety pin, a lot of them, stitch markers on that, with the regular thick plastic round stitch markers, which helps because I keep breaking them. But I need to replace the rest of them. And I have not found those yet. They're somewhere. Where? I have no idea. Probably in a box that I have yet to discover. I think it was in one of the next to the last boxes we packed. I don't remember. Because towards the end, it's like, oh shoot, I close in a week. Let me just like throw everything in a box and I'll sort it out later. Meanwhile, now it's later. Still haven't sorted a lot of stuff out. It will get there. I just need to be able to spend some time like at night getting it done, but I gotta do the channel stuff first before I even get into doing anything else. Okay, that's green is done. Let's see. Oh, shoot. I did that right next to a dark green. Oopsies. Oh well. Let's see. What's color? Nope, can't do brown. What do I got over here? Purple. Let's use a purple. Purple color. Let's see, but first, we're gonna get a drink from our beverage. Alright, now we start on this one. And this one might be the last block I do because there's 10 minutes left on the timer. So whatever happens, I'm going to finish this block before we end our session. I don't want to leave it in the middle because that would be silly. Provided I don't have any issues making this stacked single crochet here. Ah, success this time. Yeah, I still don't know. Now, if I painted this, I don't know if I painted this room like, I don't know, a darkish color, if that would get rid of the bright spot from the lights. I still need to get an electrician in here to fix the thing that's with the circuit breaker. Which I don't know when I'm going to be able to do that. So I don't know how much that's going to cost. Because I am not comfortable messing with that myself. I will not mess with electricity or plumbing. Even though I can solder a copper pipe till the cows come home, I just don't want to. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, where's the end? Come on. Cinch. Oh, good grief. You're not cinching. Seriously? Alright. Now it is. Get in there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right. Round 2 of our final block for the night. And I'll count how many blocks were done in this session. I do not know how many blocks are actually in this blanket right now because it is diagonal. And I don't feel like sitting here and counting them at all. Because that would be not a good use of my time. And I don't know how to do the math to like the complicated formula to figure it out without having to count everything individually. Can we not get stuck? I know I'm going to eventually run out of some of these cakes o' yarn. Especially the small ones. Some of the bigger ones will take a while. And I'm going to have more yarn to go with this once I frog this project and that blanket. I'm sure that blanket's going to take way more than three sessions to do. It's just the jacket definitely will take 3. The third session might not be as long as 1 and 2. Uh-oh. That's okay. This is my blanket. I do not care. Yeah, try to hide that out of the chain 2 space. Okay. Go over it. Okay, that's the only time I'm going to go over it. I just need to get it out of the way and in the back. Okay. I almost slip stitched. I need to do these 2 double crochets into the corner first. Right. Join. Sorry, not slip stitch, half double crochet. Make sure we got 2 in each corner. Okay, good. Actually, it's less than 10 minutes. It's probably about maybe 5 or 6 minutes to make a block. We'll see. How many did we do? Once I get this attached, I shall count. After I weave in my end, of course. Because I don't want to forget that. Because I really don't want to do it later. Yes, concentrating. Make sure I go into the correct stitch on the opposite block. And I keep turning away from the microphone. If only I had a lav one of these days. If I had a lavalier mic, I wouldn't have to worry about a mic stand. So it's more like 7 to 8 minutes per block. Okay. Set this down. Weave in our end. Keep turning to the right. Maybe. Oh my goodness. Just trying to get this through here. There. There's got to be at least 10 that we did, so go ahead and chuck this over there. Alright, so we didn't do this one on camera. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Really? Only did 6? Wow, sadness. And I'm not going to have enough time to start a second one, so I'm not even going to. And I've got how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 cakes still over here. If my math is correct, if I didn't count a second one twice. So we're just going to go ahead and set that aside. And it's like almost 9:30 at night. So we're going to go ahead and I'm going to delete this timer so it's not going to go off because there's not going to be enough time to make another block, and I don't want to like start one and then go on further with it. So anyway, let me know what project you worked on in this session, and I shall see you in the next one. Bye bye for now.